I don't like my sister-in-law. Using a throwaway just because. I have been with my husband, who I'll call John, for 4 years, but we've known each other for 12 years. I used to play video games with him and his brother and some other friends. Almost every day. I would consider his brother Mike as one of my friends. About 4 years ago, Mike married my sister-in-law, Lily. I was not invited to the wedding, but didn't think anything of it since me and my husband had just started officially dating and it was just a small wedding with only family, which was reasonable to me. Fast forward 6 months and I moved in with John. I finally meet most of his family and Lily for the first time. At first she seemed really sweet and bubbly, which I liked about her. Every once in a while she would mention how it's cool that I'm so close to the guys and have similar interests. I just kind of laughed and said, yeah, it's pretty cool, or something along those lines. It seemed she was interested in my life and how we all met. Fast forward again to 3 years, John and I get engaged, and Mike and Lily are visiting. We were talking about weddings, and I make a joke like, remember when I was at your wedding? To which Lily replies, well, you weren't invited because I hated you. After that, I was confused, because when they got married, I literally did not know this girl. I asked why, and she mentioned how she didn't like that I was a girl who Mike played video games with. I just nodded and told her I get it. Anyway, ever since then, I feel like she's constantly judging me and talking badly about me behind my back. For example, she just gave birth to a baby, and when I was visiting for her baby shower, she apparently had to warn her parents of my vulgarness. Which just means I curse and make dark jokes, but only around my friends, and usually when we are playing games. They commented on how I didn't seem so bad, and I was again confused, but just laughed it off. She also seems to worship Mike in everything he does. She'll often bring up how he's the favorite child, and how his mom loves him more than she loves John. Which John doesn't care about, but it's such a shitty thing to constantly bring up. Just this past weekend, they were visiting with the baby, and it seemed like whenever I was holding my niece, she would come by and grab her from me, even if she was busy doing something and needed both hands. She also appeared to roll her eyes every time we were asked about having children, and I mentioned being very adamant on not wanting any. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that I don't like her, and I'm tired of giving her chances and being understanding. Which feels good to get off my chest.